One winter morning, Mr. Brown was startled to hear rustling in his backyard. Curious, he stepped outside and discovered a young deer tangled in the wire fence. Its big, frightened eyes darted around, and its frail body trembled in the cold. Moved by the sight, Mr. Brown carefully freed the little creature, speaking softly to calm its nerves. The deer, though hesitant, stayed still, sensing his kindness. Once free, the deer limped slightly, clearly hungry and weak. Mr. Brown rushed inside, grabbed some apples and bread, and offered them. The deer cautiously nibbled, its trust slowly growing. For weeks, it lingered near the house, and Mr. Brown, who had lost his family years ago, found comfort in its presence. He named the deer Willow, after the tree under which it often rested. Over time, Willow grew bolder, wandering into the house on snowy days or grazing in the backyard. Mr. Brown would laugh at its mischievous antics, like stealing apples straight from the counter or playfully knocking over flower pots. As months turned into years, Willow grew into a majestic adult deer, but it never strayed far. It became part of Mr. Brown's life, offering silent companionship in his solitude. They would sit together by the fireplace during winter nights, and in the summer, Willow would follow Mr. Brown to the garden, staying close as he worked. One day, a storm raged outside. Mr. Brown, feeling unwell, collapsed in his living room. Willow, sensing something was wrong, bolted out and ran to the nearest neighbor's house, its loud cries catching their attention. The neighbors followed the frantic deer back to Mr. Brown's home and called for help just in time to save his life. From that day forward, their bond deepened. Mr. Brown often said Willow wasn't just a deer, it was family.